The internet didn't just wake up today. It got slapped awake by a rumor so messy, so unexpected, so violently chaotic that even Zoo's network executives probably screamed, "Ain't no way!" Because out of nowhere, whispers started spreading that Blueface and Hazel E were allegedly tying the knot. Yes, Blueface, the chaos magnet, and Hazel E, the controversy queen. In a marriage rumor that nobody saw coming and everybody secretly wanted to see burn. It was like the universe threw two reality TV grenades into one headline, just to see what would explode first, and explode it did. Within minutes, social media went into cardiac arrest. TikTok detectives clocked in early. Twitter turned into a war zone of memes. Instagram pages were breaking the story like they were reporting a national emergency. People didn't believe it, but they couldn't look away either. Because this rumor had the same energy as hearing your ex got engaged to your enemy's cousin's stylist. It felt illegal, but you had to watch. But the best part? The real detonation didn't come from the rumor itself. It came from Chrisean Rock's reaction. She didn't just respond. She obliterated the timeline with one chaotic, unfiltered volcanic live stream that made fans scream. Oh yeah, she not okay right now. The moment the rumor leaked, the internet snapped in half like a cheap pair of sunglasses. People were peacefully minding their business, scrolling through drama that was already heavy enough for one day, when suddenly boom screenshots appeared claiming Blueface and Hazel E were planning a secret wedding. Nobody knew where it came from. Nobody knew who started it, but everyone knew one thing. This was the kind of chaos that needed popcorn. It felt like someone pressed the emergency drama button and unleashed a plot twist straight out of a low-budget reality show fever dream. Within seconds, fans started screenshotting, reposting, and adding their own dramatic spice. Some swore they saw Hazel E wearing a white dress on Instagram. Others pointed at Blueface standing near a chapel 2 years ago and said, "See? Evidence." It was delusion mixed with creativity. The internet didn't need facts, it needed entertainment. And this rumor delivered exactly that. Comment sections lit up like a bonfire of confused opinions, and everyone chose a side without even verifying the story. Blueface being linked to Hazel E was already outrageous enough, but the marriage part sent people into hysterics. Memes exploded like fireworks. Someone photoshopped Blueface in a tux and Hazel E holding a bouquet of money. Another edited Chrisean's face into the background like a ghost haunting her ex's wedding. Even celebrity gossip pages jumped in, adding dramatic music to their posts and labeling the rumor developing news as if they were covering an election. It was ridiculous, and that made people even more obsessed. Hazel E, for her part, seemed to enjoy the sudden spotlight. Her cryptic posts were dropping like breadcrumbs, each one vague enough to fuel confusion, but intentional enough to make people suspicious. She flashed rings, posted soft-lit photos, and shared quotes about knowing your worth and finding unexpected love. Fans lost their minds. They began analyzing her emojis like they were ancient hieroglyphics. A single sparkle emoji sent TikTok into meltdown, and Hazel E laughed all the way to the views. Meanwhile, Blueface was silent, dead silent. And that silence was the gasoline that set everything on fire. People speculated endlessly. Some said he was ignoring it because it was true. Others claimed he was ignoring it because it was too stupid to address. But the most iconic theory was that he was sitting somewhere watching the chaos unfold, like a proud father of drama. Nobody knew where he was, but everyone knew exactly where this was heading. All of this was messy enough on its own. But things turned catastrophic when fans started tagging Chrisean Rock under every post. They practically summoned her like she was a deity of chaos. Comments flooded her notifications with, "Did you see this?" and "Girl, wake up!" and "They getting married." The internet knows Chrisean doesn't need much provocation to ignite. And today, they handed her a whole box of matches dipped in gasoline. It was only a matter of time before everything went nuclear. At first, Chrisean seemed unaware of the situation. She was live on her story, vibing, eating snacks, laughing, completely clueless about the digital tsunami approaching her. But then someone sent her the rumor directly during her live stream. The moment she read it, her face changed instantly, like someone unplugged her spirit. You could feel the tension crackle through the screen. Her eyes widened, her smile disappeared, and her energy flipped so fast that comments went wild. That was the exact second everyone knew the internet was about to get the meltdown it came for. And she didn't disappoint. The live took a sharp left turn. Chrisean's mood went from chill to "I'm calling everybody" in 3 seconds flat. She started pacing, ranting, questioning, and repeating the rumor out loud like she couldn't believe her ears. She grabbed her phone tighter, her voice rising, and the chat exploded with "Oh my God" comments. It wasn't just a reaction, it was an event. People screen recorded the moment faster than they record celebrity apologies. Her first rant was confusion. Her second was disbelief. Her third was pure volcanic anger. She questioned Hazel E's entire existence, demanded to know who started the rumor, and shaded Blueface like she was auditioning for a roast battle. Her facial expressions alone could have been sold as reaction GIFs. And the louder she got, the more entertained the audience became. It was unfiltered, unplanned, and unbelievably dramatic, exactly the kind of content the internet devours. She then shifted into defensive mode, reminding everyone she was the real one, the original one, the day one. Even though the timeline would strongly disagree. But logic never matters in live meltdowns. Emotion does. And she had enough emotion to power the entire city of Los Angeles. The more she talked, the more confused she became. And the more confused she became, the angrier she got. It was chaos with clarity, rage with rhythm, and drama with zero breaks. People in her comments tried calming her down, but that was pointless. Chrisean was in full meltdown mode. She demanded answers from the universe, asked who was spreading lies, and insisted she didn't care, while clearly caring so much she was sweating frustration. The contradiction became its own entertainment. Even neutral viewers tuned in because they couldn't look away. It was like watching a train crash, a soap opera, and a comedy show at the same time. Hazel E, seeing the reaction, posted a vague message that only escalated things. She said she was too grown for drama, which is hilarious because she was absolutely feeding the rumor with subtlety and sparkle emojis. Fans ran with it. They paired her post with screenshots of Blueface, adding dramatic music and captions like "she knows something." At this point, the internet wasn't seeking truth. They wanted chaos, and both women were delivering it beautifully. Blueface still didn't say a word. And honestly, that silence hurt Chrisean more than any rumor. She even mentioned it during her live, calling him weird, fake, and confusing. She wanted a denial, a statement, or at least a vague tweet. But nothing came from him. And nothing is louder than silence. Especially silence from someone who usually talks nonstop. Fans began interpreting his absence as guilt, which only poured gasoline on Chrisean's rage. By the time her live stream ended, it had already gone viral on 3 major platforms. Clips were everywhere. Bloggers uploaded reaction videos within minutes. Gossip pages created timelines. Even people who never cared about Blueface drama were suddenly invested. Her reaction became bigger than the rumor itself. It turned a random internet whisper into a cultural phenomenon. And the crazy part, this was only the beginning. The internet didn't just settle into the drama, it started treating it like a championship game. Comment sections were jam-packed with people choosing sides like this was the Super Bowl of toxicity. One side rooted for Hazel E, calling her the upgrade. Another side defended Chrisean like she was the patron saint of messy relationships. And then there was a massive third group just enjoying the explosion, passing popcorn emojis and posting "we needed this today." It became a digital block party with no DJ, no rules, and no mercy. Then came the TikTok wave. Influencers who had nothing to do with the situation started posting dramatic reenactments of the supposed wedding. They wore fake veils, tuxedo hoodies, and reenacted Blueface proposing with a chicken nugget. Someone edited Hazel E walking in slow motion with Beyoncé music behind her, while another video had Chrisean duetting the rumor with pure confusion on her face. Within hours, the hashtag Blueface wedding had millions of views and not a single piece of credible information. And that's exactly how TikTok likes it. But things escalated when celebrities started reacting publicly. A well-known reality star posted, "This is the funniest rumor I've ever seen." Another tweeted, "If Blueface getting married, I'm turning off my phone." Even rappers who never interact with gossip couldn't resist throwing shade. One artist wrote, "Not Hazel E stealing a man for content." The reactions became their own secondary drama, each one tossing gasoline on a fire that never needed help burning. Yet the wildest twist came from Hazel E herself. Instead of clearing the air, she posted a photo showing off rings with the caption, "When you know, you know." It was like she poured a bucket of jet fuel on the rumor and smiled while lighting the match. Fans lost their minds instantly. Threads popped up, analyzing the ring, zooming into her nails, and speculating if the lighting hinted at a secret ceremony. Hazel E knew exactly what she was doing, and she did it with confidence. Meanwhile, Chrisean Rock was completely losing her grip on calmness. She jumped back online hours after her original meltdown, still emotional and ready to fight the entire state of California. Her ranting became unpredictable. One moment she was confused, the next she was screaming. And then she'd randomly start laughing like she was trying to reset her brain. Viewers described her livestream as watching a tornado try to explain the weather. It was chaotic poetry, and the audience loved every second of it. Screenshots flooded the internet, showing her pacing, yelling, holding her forehead, and throwing out accusations like verbal grenades. Her pain was real, but the way she expressed it turned into viral content. Fans stitched her reactions, adding dramatic background music for extra spice. The more she spiraled, the bigger the trend grew, transforming the rumor from a whisper into a global spectacle. Then came the conspiracy theories, the internet's favorite sport. Some fans believed Hazel E started the rumor to promote new projects. Others insisted Blueface leaked it himself just to get attention. A few even speculated that Chrisean somehow started it accidentally by saying something cryptic during a meltdown. Instead of choosing the simplest explanation, the internet built a 50-layer psychological thriller full of theories, diagrams, and false clues. It was pure chaos, and people were addicted. Blueface finally posted something. It wasn't a statement. It wasn't a denial. It wasn't even about the rumor. He posted a meme. Just a meme. A random, confusing meme of a man staring at a wall. The internet erupted. Fans argued for hours about what it meant. Some said it was shade at Hazel E, others claimed it was shade at Chrisean. A few insisted it was shade at the entire world. Blueface managed to say absolutely nothing and still control the narrative. Hazel E doubled down again with another cryptic post. This time writing, "Some blessings aren't meant to be hidden." People took that as confirmation. Comment sections filled with, "Oh my god, IT's real," and "I knew IT." Meanwhile, Chrisean came back online screaming at her phone, denying everything and dragging Hazel E with insults that could cut diamonds. Her rage felt personal, emotional, and raw. And viewers couldn't look away even if they wanted to. The more Chrisean reacted, the more confident Hazel E looked. It was psychological warfare disguised as passive-aggressive Instagram stories. Hazel E never mentioned names, never addressed the rumor directly, never denied or confirmed, but every post she made shook Chrisean harder. Fans watched the dynamic unfold like a slow-motion car crash. One woman was calm, cryptic, and strategic. The other was explosive, emotional, and unpredictable. Together, they created digital magic. Then blogs released insider info claiming that the marriage rumor came from someone close to Hazel E. Nobody could confirm it, but the allegations spread faster than truth ever could. People began accusing Hazel E of orchestrating the entire storm, painting her as a mastermind villain who controlled the internet for entertainment. Some fans loved it, others hated it. but everyone agreed it was iconic. Meanwhile, Chrisean's meltdown became the centerpiece. Her crying, screaming, pacing, and yelling were turned into memes, edits, supercuts, and dramatic montages. Comments turned her real pain into comedy. People joked she was reacting like Blueface proposed to a Disney villain. Others said she acted like she walked in on her ex marrying a toaster. The internet had no sympathy, only entertainment priorities. By now, the rumor grew bigger than any actual news that day. News outlets started reposting the drama. Reaction channels uploaded videos with titles like "What is going on?" TikTok teens who didn't even know who Hazel E was suddenly became invested experts. The story spread globally, reaching people who had zero context but plenty of opinions. It became a social media pandemic. Through it all, Blueface remained strategically silent. His silence created a narrative void, and the internet filled it with imagination. People claimed he was secretly laughing. Others said he felt guilty. A few insisted he was planning to address it in a song. But until he spoke, the rumor lived in a bizarre limbo where anything seemed possible. And the uncertainty drove everyone wild by the end of the day. The drama was no longer about whether Blueface and Hazel E were getting married. It was about the reactions, the emotions, the spirals, the shade, the cryptic posts, the conspiracy theories, and the entire circus surrounding it. The rumor didn't need to be true. It had already done its job. It exposed insecurities, created chaos, sparked debates, and delivered top-tier entertainment. The aftermath of the rumor didn't calm down. It evolved like a villain with a sequel contract. By the next morning, the internet woke up with swollen eyes and sore fingers from arguing all night. People weren't over it. They were recharged, ready to dissect every screenshot, every emoji, every cryptic post like they were solving a true crime mystery. The rumor had grown legs, arms, and wings, turning into a fully formed monster that refused to die. And everyone wanted to feed it. The first wave of damage hit Chrisean's reputation the hardest. Her meltdown had gone viral on every platform imaginable. Reaction channels played her live stream like it was the season finale of a show. Her emotional overflow became an international meme. Even people who never watched her before now recognized her as the girl who screamed into her phone over a wedding rumor. That's how fast the internet works. It can turn your worst moment into entertainment without warning, or Mercy.brand pages quietly backed away. Fan pages argued. People who once supported her started questioning whether she was spiraling too often, too fast, too loudly. Others defended her fiercely, saying she reacted like anyone would if their ex suddenly showed up in a rumor with an unexpected partner. But the damage was already spreading. Every emotional crack she showed became a new conversation piece, each one more dramatic than the last. Her silence would have helped, but she couldn't stay silent for long. Meanwhile, Hazel E was thriving in the chaos like a cat sunbathing on a burning car. Her calmness made her look powerful. She posted flawless selfies, inspirational quotes, and photos from fancy locations, all while pretending not to notice the internet begging her to speak. Her silence was calculated, elegant, and vicious. She played the villain and the queen at the same time. People dragged her, praised her, feared her, admired her. She said absolutely nothing. Her fan base grew overnight. People loved her mysterious aura, the way she dropped hints without confirming anything. She became the internet's new obsession, not for truth, but for entertainment value. Whether she was actually involved with Blueface didn't matter anymore. The rumor had already painted her as the unexpected bride, and the audience adored the fantasy. Even her enemies had no choice but to tune in and witness her digital glow. Blueface eventually made a vague appearance. But it wasn't the one anyone expected. He popped into a random clip, laughing, brushing off the rumor like lint on a shirt. He neither denied nor confirmed anything. All he said was, "Y'all too invested," before disappearing again. Those 3 words sent the internet into another meltdown. People screamed in comments, "Just say yes," or "No, no, no." But he didn't. And that silence glued the rumor permanently onto the walls of social media. Chrisean didn't handle that well, not at all. His dismissal hit her pride like a sledgehammer. She posted another live where she questioned his loyalty, his honesty, his sanity, and why he couldn't at least clear her name. Her frustration became a second viral moment. Fans said she looked exhausted, heartbroken, and furious. Critics said she was addicted to chaos. Everyone agreed she was spiraling. And every tear she shed became another viral clip reshared thousands of times as the days passed. The rumor transformed from breaking news into cultural commentary. Influencers made think pieces about toxic relationships. Podcasters debated the mental state of everyone involved. TikTok analysts created charts and timelines explaining the entire saga to confused newcomers. It became bigger than the original rumor. It became a conversation about exes, jealousy, attention, publicity, and emotional chaos in the age of social media. Then came the unexpected twist. Screenshots allegedly showing Hazel E laughing at a meme of Chrisean's meltdown. Whether real or fake, they circulated like wildfire. People accused Hazel E of mocking Chrisean during a vulnerable moment. Others defended her, saying Chrisean brought the chaos onto herself by reacting so publicly. Blogs took sides. Fans unfollowed. Fans refollowed. Everyone was confused, irritated, entertained, exhausted. And through that confusion emerged a chilling truth. The rumor might not even have a real source. No officiant, no family leaks, no receipts, no credible insider, nothing. It was entirely built on speculation, screenshots, assumptions, and the internet's addiction to drama. Yet somehow it caused emotional damage, loyalty wars, public meltdowns, and full-blown character assassination. The rumor didn't need to barrel, just needed to exist. But the aftermath created permanent cracks in every relationship connected to Blueface. Chrisean felt embarrassed and exposed. Hazel E felt powerful and validated. Blueface felt amused and detached. And the fans felt betrayed and thrilled all at once. Every person walked away with scars or clout, sometimes both. The scandal didn't end the rumor. It transformed everyone involved. And here's the real kicker. The moment the rumor died down, a new whisper began circulating online. People started speculating whether Hazel E and Chrisean would confront each other on live. Others wondered if Blueface would troll them both with another vague post. Fans theorized that the rumor might be a setup for a larger publicity move. Even memes hinted that something else was coming, something bigger, something more insane. That's the thing about drama in this universe, it never ends. It simply mutates, uploads itself into a new storyline, and returns stronger than before. And with a cast this unhinged, this impulsive, this entertaining, the next explosion isn't just possible, it's guaranteed. The only question is, who lights the next match? If you survived this whirlwind from start to finish, consider yourself a certified soldier in the battlefield of celebrity chaos. You just watched a simple rumor evolve into a 3-day digital hurricane, dragging Blueface, Hazel E, Chrisean Rock, and the entire internet into absolute madness. This wasn't news, it was a cultural earthquake. A front-row ticket to a meltdown nobody was prepared for, but everybody needed. And you stayed through every twist, every scream, every cryptic emoji, every "oh my god, what?" moment like a true chaos connoisseur. So now it's your turn to fuel the flames. Smash that like button, like Blueface smashed the internet with silence. Hit that subscribe button the way Hazel E hits post on those mysterious captions. And destroy that notification bell like Chrisean destroyed her own calmness the moment she saw the rumor. Because, trust me, you don't want to miss what drops next. This universe never sleeps. It only recharges and comes back with bigger explosions. Jump into the comments too. Tell me whether you think the wedding rumor was a prank, a plot, a petty power move, or a sign that this entire universe has officially gone off the rails. Every theory, every reaction, every savage comment keeps this channel the home of viral chaos. And your voice is part of the madness that makes this ride worth watching. Because here on Expose Express, Scandals aren't just stories, they're experiences. We dig deeper, roast harder, exaggerate louder, and bring you entertainment hotter than any rumor the algorithm can throw your way. And trust me, with personalities like these, the next explosion is already brewing. This is Expose Express, where the truth hits harder than the lies. And the drama never dies. Stay tuned. The next bombshell is already loading.